Hello, Star Wars and unboxing fans. Welcome to another episode of Darth Tuba Star Wars Unboxing Show. I'm your host, Darth Tuba, with something a little different today. I'm going to do a little project. And this project could completely blow up in my face or be a complete fail, but who knows? We'll see. But first, I have a little unboxing that's part of the project, which I'm going to do right now. So this is not, and I also can't take full credit for this. This is not in any way my idea. I completely am stealing it from somebody I looked at on YouTube. Something I've been kind of into, and I'll explain what that is. I've been finding a lot of people, sorry for the noise. Oh, the noise. I've been finding a lot of people getting into customizing. Well, we've already talked about customizing figures, right? And that, I think that's a really great hobby, a really great form of artistic expression. I think that in this day and age, with the way the cost of creating figures, I think it's a lot of fans are just getting tired of waiting for Hasbro to do that. So to come up with their favorite figure or their favorite moment, and thanks to 3D printing technology and all the different things that come around, they've started making their own figures, which I think is fantastic. And I've actually purchased some of these and showed them on this channel. But one of the things that I started, stumbling across was custom vintage playsets. And I thought, that's a really cool idea. I mean, some people go way, totally overboard with it and create absolutely beautiful, small, medium, large, super large, crazy what-if type playsets that, what if Kenner had made this? And all in the spirit of all the playsets that came out already. Things like the Land of the Jawas and that kind of thing. And speaking of Land of the Jawas, I always think about, there are 3 playsets that utilize the Land of the Jawas base. There's Land of the Jawas, which kind of makes it a sandy base, and there's a Hoth one, a Hoth Rebel base one, and then there's a Hoth Battle one, and they all use that same base, just painted different colors. So I stumbled across somebody who took the Imperial attack base, and if you don't know what that is, I'm putting a picture of the one that I currently have in my collection. It's a pretty complete set, and it was one of the best play sets that ever came out. It was basically like a trenched up Hoth area, and there was a little blow up little area with one piece and 2 pieces on top, and you press a button and the whole thing kind of fell apart. There was a little an ice bridge that if you press it, it fell through like it was like an avalanche or a cave-in or that kind of thing. And there was a little turning gun and just really cool play features. And I just remembered as a kid, I absolutely loved that. So somebody, I'm not going to show you pictures of this, but someone actually took that idea and said, what if we took this and made it, instead of being like a Hoth playset, what if we made a Mimban playset from Solo? So that's what I'm going to try to emulate right now. So thanks to an eBay purchase, I was able to come across this. And this is exactly what I was looking for. This is the Hoth Imperial attack base without any of the pieces. I think, there's there's a piece here and a piece here. That's it. That's the only pieces. The whole gun is missing. All the extra pieces are missing. Not a problem. I'm totally fine with those pieces not being here. I just wanted this base, because what I want to do is kind of put a coat of paint, the simplest kind of customization ever, just a simple coat of paint on this playset to get it to be ready for the Mimban attack base that I want to do. So we're gonna kind of set that up now and see what we can do with it. Again, I'm not a real crafty person, so we'll see how this goes. It could be a complete fail. It's all right if it is. I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put a coat of primer on this for plastic, okay? Just because, even though it's really all just white, I think it'd be better to do some kind of a primer. I think I have some gray primer in the garage. I will do that first. And maybe that'll be enough if it's gray, you know, right? But I'm probably going to find some type of it's got to be a certain type of gray. I can't just do any kind of gray. So I'll have to kind of look around with it. So this will be a kind of a slow-moving process. So it might take, in your time, the video will be a short second away. But in my time, this could take days, if not weeks. So we'll see what happens. All right, here we go. Okay, so here we have it. This is now the Mimban Imperial attack base. Basically, as you saw, I just did mostly a flat gray paint, and it really came out well. It was a paint and primer. I did one coat, took all of a minute or two, and then I did hit a little bit. It might not come through on camera, but I did put a little bit of, just a few hits of brown, like a coffee bean flavor, coffee bean color, just to kind of give it, because it is mud, it's supposed to be mud, and it just comes out looking very gray when you watch the movie. So I really liked what happened. So then I had to put some figures in it. So we've got, what do we got here? We've got a couple of Han Solos as Mimban troopers. Okay, and I think this one is the one with the white arm is actually just a mud trooper. And then I kept them all. So these are all Han. A lot of these are Han Solos, but I kept them all covered so they just look like regular troopers. And then I actually used the 2-pack, the Han Solo when he's a prisoner, and he's in the thing. So I used this little what would have been the laser cannon area to kind of be the stand-in for the pit for the two of them. And over here, we're utilizing this is the laser cannon that Han Solo had with the 2-pack that included Han, Chewie, and the laser. But I use this as the kind of I'll move it over here a little bit. I have it set up on this thing, so if I move this, oh, it didn't move. I had to move it far. Sorry. Come on here. What are you doing? Now you're not. Now you're being silly, but there it is. Okay. Breakaway. Of course, I also lost this guy, but that's all right. The other cool thing here, and people that are modern day play patterns wouldn't really be all that great, but this was really what this was. You would stand on this, put a figure on it, and then just hit this, and they would knock over. So that's kind of like a little play feature, which I liked. Now, unfortunately, it has a couple of the foot pegs, but these foot pegs are for old Kenner figures. So unless you do like customizable, vintage style foot pegs for stormtroopers from the vintage days, you're not going to really get much in the way of that. So it's a nice little play set, really simple. I think I might look for the other pieces, or at least some of them. Specifically, there's the cavern, which I guess would go over here. There's like two pieces of kind of like this acts like a tunnel, and this is two pieces that go over, and you hit that, and that's what's supposed to fall off. I might try to find those pieces online to add paint to them and then include them. The right over here is where their little attack kind of headquarters thing is. That would also work. It's pretty straightforward. Oh, I do have two pieces here that are just pieces that were just meant to be, I think, just kind of part of the whole setup. So I don't know. I kind of, it's, I'm not a very creative person. So people do so many more amazing things, and I don't want to be put myself in their categories, but I really do think that there is a lot a lot of potential. I'm really becoming very fascinated by the idea of making new vintage playsets, vintage style playsets. I just think that they're really cool. I liked, Solo did come out with 2 kind of cardboardy setups. I liked them. I thought they were a little too big, actually. Sadly, I lost one in the flood that we had a few months back. It was too low on a shelf, and it did get some water, and then it just soaked the whole thing right up. So I might try to find that one again. But overall, just happy with this piece. It doesn't take up too much room. I think I can find a place right on the shelf there. So that will do it for today's episode of Darth Tuba Star Wars Unboxing Show. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification button. And again, I recommend that you look for things like this. If you can probably find vintage pieces of playsets for relatively inexpensive amounts, and then you can use that as a method to kind of customize and do something different with it. Now all I need is a Captain Beckett, where with the stolen prisoner, with the stolen captain's uniform with the pockmarks on it. I don't know. I might have to figure out how to make one of those. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out Instagram and Twitter at Darth Tuba, and all the other things on Instagram and the Star Wars Unboxing page on Facebook. And check out my podcast, War of the Stars, a Star Wars podcast that I do with John Mark Tarley, working on a Boba Fett retrospective. Just reacting to each episode. So thank you so much for watching. Until next time, may the Force and the toys be with you.